can turn myself around. I can stand on one shoe. I can listen, so can you. Let's sit down, I'll show you how. Story time is starting now. It's time for story time. Okay, it's time for story time. Now hopefully most of the time we all feel great. We feel healthy and strong, but sometimes we don't feel so good. And sometimes we get a little bit of Achoo! Ooh, a little bit of an icky feeling, and sometimes we feel hot and maybe your nose gets runny and it's just no fun and we feel sick. It's no fun to feel sick, but everybody gets a cold sometimes. And our story today is called Bear Feels Sick. Bear feels sick. Now, you know I like to wonder about my stories before I read them. So let's wonder about Bear Feels Sick. Do you see Bear? I see him. He's right there in the middle of the cover. And Bear doesn't look like he feels so good. But guess what? All of the other animals are around him. So do you think maybe the other animals are going to try to help Bear feel better? Let's read our story and find out. Bear feels sick. Alone in his cave as the autumn wind blows, Bear feels achy with a stuffed up nose. Uh-oh. He tosses and he turns, all huddled in a heap. Bear feels tired, but he just can't sleep. He sniffs and he sneezes. He whiffs and he wheezes. And the bear feels sick. Oh no, I'm so sorry that the bear doesn't feel good. His friends gather round. Come on, Bear, come play. Bear shakes his head. I'm too sick today. Mouse mutters, oh my, Bear's head is too hot. Hare says, we'll help. Here's a warm, cozy spot. So Bear's friends have come to help him feel better. Bear mumbles and he moans. He grumbles and he groans. And the bear feels sick. So he's not better yet. Mouse squeezes Bear tight. He whispers in his ear, it'll be just fine. Your friends are all here. Badger fetches water. Gopher cooks the broth, while Mole soothes Bear with a cool, wet cloth. Bear's got some great friends. They cover Bear up, and he drinks from a cup. But he still feels sick. Raven says, caw! Come along, Owl and Wren. Let us go gather herbs to bring back to the den. They coax Bear to sip just a smidgen of tea. You'll feel better soon, says Mouse. Wait and see. Bear shakes and he shivers. He coughs and he quivers, and he still feels sick. The friends fuss and fret, the friends cook and care. They keep a close eye on their poor, sick bear. So he's not better just yet. They all talk in whispers. They walk on tippy toes. They sing lullabies. Then the bear starts to doze. Bear's gone to sleep. They watch Bear for hours. We've done all we could. Then the bear wakes up. What do you think? Do you think Bear's still going to be sick when he wakes up? And the bear feels good. Oh, Bear feels good. Bear cries, "I'm all better. I'm feeling like new. I'm not hot and achy. It's all thanks to you. Let's celebrate now. Let's go out and play. Let's jump in the leaves. Let's frolic all day." Then Mouse starts to wheeze, and Hare starts to Achoo! Sneeze, and the friends feel sick. Oh no! They helped take care of Bear, but then they must have caught his germs, and now they're sick too. Bear murmurs, "Don't worry," and tucks them in bed. He bundles them up and kisses each head. He tells all his friends, "You'll soon feel like new. You took care of me. Now I'll take care of you." So Bear wasn't feeling good, and all of his friends came over to help take care of him. But you know what? Sometimes germs can be really contagious. And now his friends don't feel good, but I bet that Bear is going to take great care of his friends, just like they did for him. And I bet they'll be feeling better in no time. So that is the story, Bear Feels Sick. It's no fun to feel sick. It's much better to be able to go out and run around and play, and it's definitely no fun to get our friends sick. So we have to be very careful if we're not feeling well, if we have to sneeze, to cover our mouths, and try not to spread our germs around. That's very important. But you know, sometimes we do get sick, and you know, I can't help but wonder how you get better when you're sick. I know most of the time you do get better, but I know there's all sorts of things you need and all sorts of things you have to do to feel better, and I just can't remember what they are. Do you think that you can help me identify some of the things that we use when we're sick to help us get better? Let's go take a look, okay?
There are lots of things that can help us feel better when we're sick. Let's see if we can identify some of them. Here's something that helps us feel better when we're sick. What is this? It's a box of tissues. If you've got a runny nose or the sniffles or you're sneezing, it's very important to have some tissues on hand. That's how we keep our germs away from other people. How does this make us feel better when we're sick? Wearing pajamas when we're sick is a great thing that can help us feel better. If you're sick, it's important to stay in bed so your body can rest and get better. How does this help us when we're sick? A warm, fuzzy blanket is a great thing to have when you're sick. When you're sick, you want to be sure to stay warm and comfortable so your body can rest. How does this help us when we're sick? This is a thermometer. It helps tell how warm our body is on the inside. Having a fever means that your body is sick and is trying to fight off an infection. How does this help us when we're sick? Water is one of the most important things we can have when we're sick. Most of our body is made up of water, and water is something that helps our body fight off all of the germs that we have when we're sick. Water is very important to drink when we're sick. How does this help us when we're sick? Sometimes if we're sick, we can take medicine. Medicine has special components that help our bodies fight off the germs faster and help us feel better. How does this help us when we're sick? Sometimes when you're not feeling well, it helps to have a friend. So a stuffed animal can be a great friend that can keep you company when you're not feeling well. Great job! We've collected all of the things that we need to feel better and to help us fight off these germs. But now it's time for a special Achoo dance. So let's head back to the library.
Okay, it is time for our sneeze dance. Did you know you could dance a sneeze? Well, guess what? We're going to learn how. First, we've got a tickle, and our tickle is in our nose. And our tickle, it grows and grows. And we're about to sneeze. We're going to go, ah, but it's not quite time to sneeze yet. Ah, 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 and then for our sneeze, we have to remember to cover our mouths when we sneeze. We're going to sneeze, Achoo! And then you know what? We're going to keep sneezing. We're just in such a sneeze roll. Achoo, achoo, achoo. You got all that? Okay, let's do our sneeze dance.
I've got a tickle in my nose, and the tickle grows and grows. Hand me down a tissue, please. I'm about to sneeze. Achoo!
like,